Africa, a continent rich in resources, yet scarred by centuries of exploitation. In the center of it all stood a country whose wealth could power empires, the Congo. For decades, it was controlled by Belgium, first under the brutal rule of Leopold II, whose regime left millions dead. But in the late 1950s, a new voice emerged, a man who dared to challenge colonial power. His name was Patrice Lumumba. Within 2 years, he would rise from an ordinary postal worker to the most powerful man in the Congo. And then, he would be assassinated. Born in 1925, Lumumba grew up under Belgian colonial rule. Education for Africans was limited. Opportunities were scarce. Yet Lumumba stood out. He became a postal clerk, one of the few skilled positions Africans could obtain. But the post office gave him something unexpected: access to the world. He read newspapers, political writings, and revolutionary ideas spreading across Asia and Africa. Slowly, a question formed in his mind. Why should Congo belong to Belgium? By the late 1950s, the winds of independence were sweeping Africa. Lumumba formed a political party called the Mouvement National Congolais. Unlike other movements built on tribal loyalty, Lumumba believed in something radical: a united Congo, one nation, one people. His speeches electrified the country. Soon, he became the leading voice for independence. June 30th, 1960. The Congo officially became independent. At the ceremony, Baudouin of Belgium praised Belgium's role in developing the Congo. Then Lumumba stood up to speak. His speech would become one of the most powerful anti-colonial speeches in African history. He spoke of forced labor, of humiliation, of exploitation. For the first time, colonial crimes were exposed publicly. The room fell silent. Western leaders were stunned, but millions of Africans were inspired. Independence did not bring peace. Within days, the Congolese army mutinied. Belgian troops returned. Then the mineral-rich province of Katanga declared independence under Moise Tshombe. Katanga contained enormous mineral wealth: copper, cobalt, uranium. Foreign mining companies had billions at stake. Lumumba believed the secession was backed by Western powers. Desperate to save the country, Lumumba asked the United Nations for help. But the UN refused to remove the Katanga government. Frustrated, Lumumba turned to the Soviet Union. That decision changed everything. In the middle of the Cold War, the United States feared that Congo could become a Soviet ally. To Western governments, Lumumba suddenly looked dangerous. Very dangerous. In September 1960, a young army officer stepped forward. His name was Mobutu Sese Seko. With quiet support from Western powers, Mobutu launched a coup. Lumumba was removed from power and placed under house arrest. But Lumumba refused to give up. He tried to escape and regroup his supporters. He was captured before he could reach them. On January 17, 1961, Lumumba was flown to Katanga, the same region that had rebelled against his government. There, he was executed by firing squad. Belgian officers were present. His body was later dissolved in acid in an attempt to erase the evidence. But the world would eventually learn the truth. After Lumumba's death, Mobutu Sese Seko ruled Congo, renamed Zaire, for over 3 decades. But Lumumba became something even more powerful: a symbol. Across Africa, he became the face of resistance against colonial control, a leader who stood for dignity, unity, and independence. Before his death, Lumumba wrote, "History will one day have its say, but it will not be the history taught in Brussels, Paris, or Washington. Africa will write its own history." Patrice Lumumba, 1925-1961, a leader silenced, but never forgotten. Thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe, like, and leave comments below. See you in the next video.